Start the tactical frog by opening up the knees as wide as possible. The goal really is just to get enough of a stretch without even moving. So open up the knees just to the point of discomfort. Right after that, you just want to slowly be rocking the hips back and forwards just to open up the hip capsule. Again, this is just adding a gentle stretch with movement, so focus on deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. So you can see you can enhance the stretch simply by getting on your elbows, and then the next step would just be to lift one foot at a time, just as you're rocking forward, nice and easy. On all fours, with the cat-cow pose, you simply want to be breathing in as you round up the spine. Just reach that spine up to the sky, and then deep breath out as you arch that spine. So again, just go through the motions, deep breath in as you round up, breathe out as you arch down. So on the clamshell, basically you're on your side as you're taking a nap. Really think about turning your belly button to almost touch the ground. That's the position you want to start with. That's going to lock your lumbar spine in the right position. And then from there, all you're going to do is just lift up your top knee, keeping the foot in contact the whole time. Roll on onto your back for the glute thrust. Just drive your feet and your heels especially into the ground, and then simultaneously lift up those hips, squeeze those glutes tight at the top position, and breathe out at the top as well. The angry gecko is one of those exercises that requires a combination of coordination, balance, and mobility. So what you want to be doing on all fours is simply lifting up opposite leg, opposite arm simultaneously as high as you can reach it, while also making sure that you do balance by bracing the core and keeping everything tight. For the hip circle, simply envision that you have a pencil at the end of your kneecap, and then you have a canvas right next to it. So you want to be drawing as big of a circle as possible on that canvas, and then also making sure that you're going backwards as well. So big forward circles and then big backward circles. Make sure to switch sides. Standing knee raise is simply done by just finding an object where you can actually rest your foot on and lift your knee up as high as possible while simultaneously balancing, exhaling out through the mouth, stabilizing the pelvis, and then return it back to starting position. For the inchworm, you want to do your best to keep the legs as straight as possible while you're simultaneously walking out those hands into a full push-up position. After sitting in push-up position for a second, walk back with the hands to your starting position in between your heels. So grab onto your toes and pull yourself down into a deep bottom squat position, making sure that you're also driving out the knees as far as you can while keeping the arms directly in between. And keep a tall vertical spine in that bottom squat position while being sure to keep the feet in full contact with the ground. So with the Spiderman Lunge, you're going to start with a push-up position. From there, you're simply going to kick out one leg as far and as wide as you can, ideally up to the hand, and just sit into that bottom stretch without having the knee touch down on the ground. Feel free to oscillate the hips, side to side, front to back, just to open up those hips in that stretch position. The thoracic rotation builds upon the Spiderman Lunge. So with that, whichever leg is currently up in that stretch position, you want to use that same side arm and just simply rotate. You want to thread the needle at the bottom position and then open it up as far as you can at the top. Just making sure you're leading with the thumb.